Ladies and gentlemen, boys in the squad, welcome to the first step in the Masters of the Boys Division in the European Youth Championships 2018. It's best of 3 games matches. It's not played the match play style, and it's not played frame by frame. We will have the 8 winners continuing to the next step also this evening. Everybody moves 2 pairs to the right and will get their opponent known as soon as we have finished the step. Those who are not continuing, please leave the lanes as soon as possible afterwards so we can get the next step started. You will have 10 minutes practice, and the highest rank decides left or right after 5 minutes. Please stop practicing. European Youth Championships 2018 Masters Step 1 for the boys. 8 will continue, 8 will leave the competition after these best of 3 game matches. And we are ready all over. Good luck to you.
So now we're on in the Masters Step 1 here, and that's top 24 boys until the 9th seed that's bowling now, and then top 8 goes in the next step. So we will have 8 bowlers advancing now, and then there will come 8 more bowlers in the next step. We'll talk a little more about the seeding later on and how that works. And right now we got a couple of matches going. You can follow it on the live stream. We got a Danish guy bowling on 17-18. We got a Swede 13-14. Then we got some Finnish guys bowling. So I'm not gonna take every match, but definitely we got some good matches going, and I'll keep you updated. And let's see who's gonna make it through this step. So we got Puri Piharinen on lane 5 and 6. That's definitely a guy here in the Master you should look out for. That's not in the top 8. My predictions of this Masters event is going to be, I would definitely say Mathias Ankerdal from Denmark. He's a phenomenal match play bowler. Puri Piharinen from Finland. He tried this a lot of times and tried on the EBT tour. So I think he got a really good match play too, and obviously we saw that in the singles event. William Svensson, we saw him, so he kept his cool, and that was phenomenal what he did. And now we know that if he gets the chance to strike out someone, he's gonna do it. So so keep an eye on those 3 guys. That's gonna be my 3 predictions for this this Masters event. And I haven't been so far off so far, so let's see if I can be right about this one. This is a little bit harder because it's a 3 match go, and everything can happen basically. So so that's pretty cool. Definitely watch out for Puri Piharinen, lane 5 and 6 right now. I think he's one of the best bowlers on the youth side right now. Yeah. So it looks like all the boys is pretty much lined up here. A couple of pairs is a little bit harder than the others, but we're actually seeing some pretty decent scores here from the start and the fresh. Perry got a couple of bad breaks down there. Marcus Christensen is winning the first game on 17-18, and looks like the Finnish guys ahead in that game. Let's look at Lucas Sevelin. Lucas Sevelin can strike out for 232. Pretty tight match here. Jay Goodwin. He needs the next one in a 10th. He needs to match what Lucas does, basically. Let's see here. So Jay Goodwin wins on lane 13-14 the first game. Let's take a look here. It's pretty even on 11 and 12, and 9 and 10 is the German guy. The German guy is ahead by 20, ahead of Jonas Dammen. And on 7 and 8 we got Oliver Spindley from Germany and Sydney Schwarz from or Oliver Spindley from England and Sydney Schwarz from Germany. And it looks like Sydney Schwarz is going to take the first game. He's on front 4. That's a guy I forgot to mention to keep an eye on. He was third actually in an EBT event in Scheveningen, where they did match play all the way through. I'm not really sure, but I think that I think he bet Carsten, Mick Stamper, and then he lost to Richard Tees to get third. So also a guy you should definitely look out for. He's a good match play bowler. Marcus Christensen for Denmark looks like he's locked in now. So so hopefully we'll see him succeed. He looks pretty decent, and he won the first game now. He got the next one in the 9th, and he's on a 279 pace. So right now we got Lucas Sevelin from Sweden. He's gonna lose 2-0 to Jake Goodwin here, and that means that Jake is gonna pass on. Let me take a look down here. So let's do a quick score update here on who won the first matches and who's looking good in the second match. Some of the ballers is only in the third frame of the second match, some of the ballers is almost finished. So we got Puro against Mikola from Ukraine in the first pair. Mikola won it actually, even Perry could have struck him out in 2-8-10 and lost that match. And then we got Sydney versus Oliver, where Sydney is leading. They are pretty even. We think he's leading by 15. Right now Oliver Spindley from England on that pair. And then we got the third pair, Patrick against Jonas, and Jonas won the first match. And he started with 999 spare, and the other guy started 999 spare. And then we got Felix against Alexander on the pair right ahead of me. And Alexander back from Norway won the first match, and he had open spare open, and the other guy had open strikes, so it's pretty even in that one too. And Lucas against Jay is already over, and Jay Goodwin won that match and advances to the next round. They were pretty quick. And Adam against Ani is on right now, and it looks like Ani won the first, and it looks like Adam is going to win the second game of that match. He's on front 4-9 spread double, and let me see here. We got Marcus against Brent. Marcus won the first one, and he's looking at losing the second. Let me check. Yeah, he's going to lose the second match, and we got Tim versus Hugo, where Hugo won the first. And let me see. They almost done about with the second game here. So let me take a look at what the scores is here. So we got that's actually a pretty even match. So we got one of the guys can strike out for 236, and the other guy can strike out for 226. And Oliver 1-1 right now. So, or at least it looks like it. So Hugo de la Foy from France is going to win at the end, and he's winning 2-0 against him. So yeah.
Allez Hugo, concentré, hein. Viens Milo.
Là, il y a un match, il y a. Ils finissent et c'est Max qui prend le. Il est 20h. Il ne devait pas jouer à 22h 21h. Non, non, 21h.
Il ne faut pas trop ressortir du truc. Dedans, hein.
Ils avaient t'échauffé, toi. Je vais mettre d'abord mon scope dans mon. Ouais, il va t'échauffer. Fais pas comme tout à l'heure.
Non mais 21h c'est dans un quart d'heure.
C'est échauffé à la WEC. Et Hugo, il joue en même temps.
So Shetty Schross from Germany has a chance right now to strike. Let me see here. So Sydney Schross can strike out to 208 this game, and he's leading 1-0. And Oliver Spindley from England can strike out to 209. He just missed a 10 pin here. So let's see what Sydney does, and let's see how this ends up. But that's a entertaining match. It came down to the 10th frame. Sydney got another shot if he loses this, and Oliver will be out if he loses this. So Sydney Schlush put the 6 pin down, which means that Oliver Spindley will win this one, and then we will have the last game, third game of that match on lane 7 and 8, and let me take a quick look here how the rest of the pairs is looking. Adam Hultgren from Sweden is going to 1-1 against Ani from Finland. We have Felix Hupner and Alexander Beck from Norway. There's a pretty even match here. It's in between 2 pins if Alexander strikes. Let's see here, and and Alexander gets a really lucky break there, and he tripped the 2 pin. A bit lucky, but that's part of the game, and Alexander is leading 1-0 right now. So so Alexander can strike Felix from Germany out, and Felix strikes. So quite an entertaining match here. I'm going to stand a little bit. And on lane 9 and 10, it's in between one pin against Jonas Dahmen and Patrick from Germany. And Jonas strikes, and Jonas won the first. So 2 entertaining matches with 2 Germans and 2 Norwegians here. So we got quite entertaining matches. So Puri struck. So Puri struck here, and let me just look the scores here. I think Puri is gonna win the second game of that one. So it looks Puri behind is so from Puri, which means Puri is going to win the second match on lane 5 and 6 here. So Puri, they're going to have go to between the Ukrainian guy and Puri Pyhäinen from Finland. Nice bowling from him, and as I said, he's quite experienced in match play. So looks like he got locked in now. He has a bit of bad ball reaction on lane 5 and 6. He can't really get the ball through the pins. He gets a lot of messengers. He was always looking at 7-10 there in the last frame. So I think it's quite entertaining, but also it's he got a hard time striking. Looked like the Ukrainian guy is losing reaction right now. So I think my predictions will be that Puri is going to win that match. Also quite easily the last game now. Let's take a quick look here on the middle pairs. 8 and 9 between Jonas and Patrick, and 11 and 12 Alexander and Felix. So Alexander looks like he's going to take it, and Patrick just got a ring 10 here, and Jonas just he looks at it open, so he's at a 6 hole, which means that he will be down by 10 if he doesn't spare. Looks like that's okay. So Jonas Dahmen will be down by 10 if Patrick from Germany spares here, and he will be down by around 9 before the 10th frame, which means that Felix just have to make the same as Jonas in the 10th to win this match. So now we got Alexander Beck from Norway. He won 2-0 against Felix Hübner from Germany. So we are 11-12 is off now. Alexander Beck, congratulations, you advanced to the next round. And quite entertaining match at 7 and 8 against Sydney Schrosk and Oliver Spinley. So Patrick Whitehead strikes on, spares on lane 10, and he's 9 pins ahead going into the 10th frame on lane 9 and 10. So try to tune in on that pair. That's a pretty cool match to watch. Let's see as he Sydney strikes. He started a strike or a spare strike, and let's see how it develops this game. So Puri Pyhäinen starts up with a double in the second game here. So as I said, it looked like he's getting better ball reaction. The longer we go, the longer the patterns break down. Gets more space. He gets the ball to check up a little bit earlier, and he gets it better through the pins. So it's quite fun to watch, and I think he's gonna win this game against the Ukrainian guy. But let's see. So Jonas Dahmen struck the first in the 10th, and now Patrick from Germany has to do the same as him. He's through the nose and a hole here, which means this, if he doesn't spare, Jonas will. Jonas can actually, if Jonas just strikes this shot, it's over. So Jonas, if Jonas Dahmen strikes this shot, it's over. Even if Patrick from Germany spares the split he put down, if he misses, the match is already over. And Jonas Dahmen struck, so we're gonna have 2-0 from him too on lane 9 and 10. Let me do a quick pop up to the Danish guy, and let's see how it goes there. So we got Marcus is on psych, open, 9 spare, strike, and looks like it open again to him. He's 210, and Brent de Ruyter is on a double right now. So let's see what he does. So Brent de Ruyter is on a triple, so it looks like he's gonna win the next one. So it looks like the last match is over too, or the end pair as it is right now. Marcus and Brent de Ruyter is over. He's on a triple, Marcus is on the open again, so he needs some help from Brent if he's going to win that match. And let's go check out Puri and Puri and then the other guy. So Puri was on a double, and now he opened, and the Ukrainian guy is on strikes best strike. So it's pretty even in that match again, in between 5 pins. Let's see what Puri does here. Puri puts a 2-pin down, and it looks like he's trying to use reaction again. He needs to get a little more around the ball and not get so quick on his feet. It looks like he missed it a little bit on the bottom. So that's wow. Oliver Spinley from England here just got an 8-pin in the pocket. Wow, that's a bad break for him. Let's see what Sydney does. Sydney misses some washouts. So and we got the Ukrainian guy puts a flat 10 down. That's what I told you. He's losing a lot of reaction right now, and it doesn't look like his ball is going to go through the pins. Looks like he's struggling a little bit the same. Him and Puri getting the ball through the pins. So let's see how Puri adjusts on this one. He put the 2-pin down on lane 6 before, and I didn't see the shot in lane 5, but it could have been light, could have been through the nose. Let's see what he does here. So Puri misses the head pin to the right. It looked like he made a move that didn't work. I don't really know what he's doing right now. I think he needs to focus on making good shots and just taking one shot at a time. That was just a pure bad shot for him. So take your time and just do what you're best at. As I said, he's usually a really good baller. The Ukrainian guy strikes on that lane. He's still losing ball reaction. He got a weak 7 kicker. So I still think that Puri has a decent chance of winning this match if he keeps executing shots. But he needs to throw it better than that. So as I said, it looks like the Ukrainian guy is losing ball reaction. He's a lot up the back of the ball and doesn't get it to kick off the back. So now we saw a light 2 pin for him. It looked like he missed a bit inside and the ball just shimmed through and it never made the corner. So let's see what Perry does here. I think Perry should be more around the ball. And yes, Perry goes around the ball. Really good shot for him. And he gets it through the pins. So I think we're going to see a strikeout from Perry here. He really looks decent. As long as he gets around the ball, he looks really good. Sydney Strush from Germany is on a double now. He spared the washout he put down and doubled. So that match is pretty even again. And 2 cool matches to follow. And now you can see that Perry is, he struck on one lane. He's really quick up on the other lane to make sure that he gets the double now. And he can put pressure on the Ukrainian guy before he goes out and shoot, because he struck every time on that lane. So pretty smart move here from Perry. Let's see if he gets the strike here. Good shot for Perry again. Kicks the 10 out. So as I said, it looks like Perry, as long as he gets around the ball, he gets it to read the mid lane a lot better. You see him talking a little bit to Sammy Hunstry. He's saying, just get around the ball, just get down, make sure it gets down to the lane and it gets through the front part of the lane and you don't get that early hook, because that means that the ball won't make it back. So we got him. And now we see that the Ukrainian guy missed around, I would say, 5 to 6 balls to the inside, and he went through the nose. Usually the ball shims when you miss to the inside, and you usually don't see that often on inside misses that he goes through the nose. So let's see Sydney Strusk here. Sydney is lofting the ball quite a lot to get it over the front here. I think he messed up the front with that European ball from the beginning, and he's leading by quite a sum right now. About 13 pins, and he's on a strike, and the other guy's on an open. So pretty comfortable lead for Sydney, pretty comfortable lead for Perry. Perry's leading about 20 right now if he strikes, and about 10 if he spares. So let's see what happens now. Oliver Spindley went open again, so I think that Sydney Strusk, he got a pretty comfortable lead here. On lane 15-16, Anni Rikkonen from Finland is on 108 in the 7th and 9. And we got Adam Hultgren from Sweden is on 115 in the 7th on the open. So that's a pretty entertaining match too. Let's see what Perry does here. Great shot from Perry, and I think that match is closed out now. So pretty safe that Perry's gonna advance. He's leading by 20 into the 9th and the 10th, and should be a comfortable lead. But let's see what the Ukrainian guy is doing here. So the Ukrainian guy still lost reaction, but still loses reaction. He's there to get the strike, but his reaction doesn't look good, and I don't think he's gonna strike out. Right now, he basically in this match, and it doesn't look like he has the ball reaction to do that. And let's see what. Pretty entertaining match. Sydney Strusk won on lane 8 and 6. Sydney Strusk will advance for the next step. What happens on 5 and 6? That's a pretty entertaining match. I think I didn't think it would be that close. The Ukrainian guy is actually doing pretty good. So Perry missed inside, but the hold. So that means the Perry advances to the next round on lane 5 and 6, and Sydney Strusk is advancing on 7 and 8. So let's take a look here on. Let's take a look here on 15-16, Adam Hultgren and Anni Rikkonen. And for you guys that just tuned in, we got So Adam Hogrum from Sweden is gonna. I actually don't know. I have to calculate that. 1 second here. So yeah. So we will have Ani Rikkonen from Finland advancing from 15-16. Of you guys that just tuned in, Sydney Strusk won on lane 7 and 8. We got Piri Piharinen won on lane 5 and 6. We got Jonas Dahmen won against Patrick. We got Alexander Beck against Felix Hubner 2-0. And we got Lucas Sevelin versus Jay Goodwin. Jay won 2-0. Adam Ani is 1-1 right now, and Ani is going to win that one. And Brent de Ruyter against Marcus was 2-1 to Brent de Ruyter. And Tim and Hugo was 2-0 to Hugo. So, so let's see. Let's see.
7 et 8 pour Hugo.
Et Hugo, il est 7-8. J'ai pas de
Ladies and gentlemen, boys players, welcome to the second step in the boys Masters event, the European Youth Championships 2018. Like before, no match play and no full frames. Just continue playing when it's your turn. You will have 10 minutes practice. Once again, the step 2 of the Masters in the boys division, European Youth Championships 2018. 8 will leave and 8 will continue tomorrow. We are not yet ready. We ready? Good luck.
Allez Max, allez, allez! Allez Max!
And now we're live with the second step of the boys masters here, and so now we're live on the second master step here, and we're gonna see if Matthias Ankerdal versus Brent de Ruyter on 5-on-6, and I think that's gonna be a really entertaining match. Matthias is really good at match play here, and so Matthias is really good at match play here, and I personally think, as I said earlier today, that that's one of the guys we're going to look out for. We got Puri Piharinen from Finland bowling another Finnish guy called Lassi Alto on 9 and 10. That's going to be a really exciting match. I think we're going to see a quite high scoring match on 9 and 10 now. Puri versus Lassi Alto from Finland. I'm saying that because the game before, the guys that broke down the lanes were Jonas Stammen from Norway, and it was Patrick from Germany, a two-handed guy. So I think personally that the Puri, his ball went through the pins quite easily in the practice, and now he started with the front four here. So I think we're going to have quite a high-scoring match, and as I said, Puri is one of the guys that I will look out for. Now we put a 4-pin. That was a really bad shot for him. He missed a lot to the inside. So obviously got a lot of space. As I said, we definitely a guy we should look out for. We got, let me see here. We got Sydney versus Mike on the next pair. Then we got Jonas versus Aska on 13-14. Alexandra versus Alexander from Norway. Alexander is from Ukraine. We got William Svensson against Jay Govin, and we got Maxime Dewa versus Ani. So as I said, I think we're going to see the scores rise quite a bit here on some of the pairs. The pairs that got broke down quite well, it's going to rise quite a bit. William Svensson is bowling on the pair he bowled the semi-finals on earlier today and actually won the match. As I said, a lot of strikes coming here in the first game. Usually the last 3 games for the boys was higher scoring. They can move in, they can use that extra space that people create. We had 2 10 minutes of practices, which you have to remember. So actually right now in basically the middle of the 4th game, or at least in the start of the 4th game, they played 4 frames now. So instead of we actually in the 3rd game, the oil had a little longer to lay between the squats, which makes it a little bit drier. So definitely we're gonna see the lanes starting to hook here, and we already see a lot of 4-pins or early reactions where the ball gets a little bit to the right. We see a couple of shots through the nose here, and I think the guys that's gonna win the matches here is the guys that trust the moves and actually moves left quick enough. Because otherwise you're gonna get caught, you're gonna get a couple of bad shots, and then it's really hard to get back on track. It's a lot easier to stay ahead of the moves and keep moving. here. So on lane 15-16, tune in right now. We got front 6 and Alexander Nepachev. Don't know how to say his last name. I hope it's about correct. Otherwise, I hope someone in the stream can comment and tell me how to say it. So Alexander is on front 7 now. He already had one 300 game this tournament, and he's the only bowler to have 300. So it's going to be quite fun to see if he can have another 300 game now. High scoring pace. People are striking quite a lot. It looks like the ball checks up a little bit earlier now. They can move more left. They get a little more shim. They get a little more hook to the outside. And obviously the scores will go up then, because the ball gets through the pins a lot better, and you won't see as many 10 pins. You won't see the 9 pins where the ball tweaks off the corner a little bit too much. And I think the scores will rise quite a bit this squad, and we already see Swedish guy in 14 with 9 spare and 7 in a row now, 8 in a row, and 7 in a row on lane 15-16 to Alexander. So scores will go up this master step, I think, and pretty fun to watch. Hopefully they can keep the pace up here. And even in matches where the people are striking quite a lot, Jonas Dammen can still strike out 250, which is pretty decent game here. But the other guy is just on a pace that's 290 on lane 13-14, so pretty solid match to win there. As I said, hopefully they will keep the pace up. It's a lot more fun to watch the strikes than when people struggle. So on lane 9 and 10, Pyri Piharinen got the first and the 10th, which means that Lassie Alto, Pyri has to match what Lassie does in the 10th, and he already got the first. William Svensson actually lost the first match here, which is pretty weird. The guy struck him out from Jake Goatman from England, actually struck William Svensson out, and now we've seen earlier today that William is one of the guys that can really throw the ball when he needs to. And William can get to 204. Jake Goatman is on 207, and so William Svensson is down 1-0 right now. I honestly still think that William will take this match back, and he will end up winning it. But good match, and I think that's one of the matches we'll see going in 3 games today. Alexander from Ukraine here is on front 8. Let's see what happens here. And he tripped the 4-9 in the 9th, so he's on front 9 right now. Tune in, lane 15-16. So tune in, lane 15-16 right now. We got a scoring match here, and to be fair, Alexander back from Norway can still win this match. If Alexander from Ukraine, he opens the 10th right now, and he's on a 300 game, which makes him probably a little bit nervous. So if Alexander strikes now, he's still in the match, and he does. So he's still pacing 268 here. So match is not over yet, and let's see what happens in the 10th frame. So Alexander is up in the 15th now, and he strikes the first in the 10th. So he's on front 10, and he's got to be 1-0. Let's see if he gets it. Get tuned in on 15-16 right now. Alexander from Ukraine is on front 10. So he already got one 300 game as the only one this this tournament. So it's quite fun to watch him. He got a really good ball reaction here. His ball goes through the pins better than I would say anyone else right now. So that's pretty fun to watch. Looks like he got the trip 4-9 in the 9th, and obviously he made a move of that, and he got the solid 10 down in the pit, and Alexander Beck opens up. Doesn't matter. Still shoots quite a big game here. He was on a 268 pace, and it's hard to lose the first match against someone that's on the 300 pace here. So let's see if Alexander from Ukraine, he gets that 300 game. That would be his second 300 game of this this tournament. And Alexander is on front 11 now. He's throwing a Venom shot from Motive. That ball just goes through the pins so well. And he's throwing it in a way. He's a little bit up the back, but still a little bit on the side of it. He gets the ball to read early enough and still check up the back end. And obviously gets the ball through the pins very well. And he's on front 11 now on lane 15-16. So make sure to tune in on the live stream and watch that game. That's going to be pretty cool to watch. So Alexander is up lane 15 now. Make sure to tune in. Last shot of the 300 game. He already got one. Let's see what happens here. It's a good shot from him. And Alexander, second 300 game of this tournament. That's pretty amazing. As you can hear, a German girl says respect, and he got my deepest respect. 300 is not a score you shoot every day. Obviously, with his ball reaction right now, I think we're going to see quite a decent game from him next time. He still looks pretty calm, and he looks like he's just delivering shots and taking one shot at a time, and he's just delivering. You see, he just shot 300, and he still went up on the lane right now, and he's pretty calm. So it looks pretty good. And as I said, Alexander looks so calm. He just had a 300 game and went straight up to strike the next shot. So he's on 13 in a row on lane 16 now. Make sure to tune in on this one. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to update the match from here because I haven't seen that many strikes in quite a while here. So so he's on 13 in a row now, Alexander from Ukraine. I'm going to do a quick update on the scores here. So we got Matthias against Brent. Matthias lost the first match 1-0 to Brent. And Geir Skuten from Norway against Hugo. Geir won. Lassi Alto won against Piri Paharinen from Finland. And Mike won against Sydney. Oscar won against Jonas. And Alexander, obviously, what we watch now, was winning against Alexander. And William actually lost, as I said, against Jay Goodwin. And Maxim won against Ani. So that's the score right now of the matches. I'm going to try to take a quick look around when Alexander stopped striking. Let's see if he can go for some more strikes here. He's on 13 in a row right now. He's on 14 in a row right now in lane 15, 16. Make sure to tune in, Alexander. That's pretty amazing. That guy looks like he can keep striking for days. So I haven't seen him throw a bad shot. Obviously in 14 frames now, or 12 frames, 14 shots. So make sure to tune in now on lane 15, 16 if you want to see some really good bowling. And obviously the guy from Norway, Alexander Beck, had a 240 game. The first struck a lot, could have struck out for 260. Started off with a strike here. Just looks like Alexander keeps striking. I think he's going to have quite a hard time beating him. Let's see what happens here. And he got the double now. So Alexander is still keep himself in the match, and he's trying. I think he has to get Alexander out of rhythm soon, because it just looks like he's so calm. He just goes up and takes his shot and just delivers. And honestly, I think that ball reaction he has right now, he's going to keep that for at least one more game or two more games. So I think Alexander is going to win this match. See if he strikes. So Alexander is on 15 in a row now. Lane 15, 16. Make sure to see that. That's a pretty amazing score he got. So he had a 300 game in the first, and now he's on 3 in a row in game 2. And as I said, Alexander is striking quite a lot too. So I think lane 15, 16 is one of the better players in the bowl, and the guys that was here in the first game broke it down pretty well. So hopefully we can see the big scores again this game. It's pretty fun to watch right now. Lane 17, 18. William Svensson is gonna win that one. Jay Goodwin got a lot of opens. He's not gonna be able to get this match back. So it's going to be 1-1 against William and Jay Goodwin. Let me take a quick look around here and I'll come back for this match. Alexander Beck from Norway is on 3 in a row too, so he's giving himself the chance to try to strike here with Alexander, but obviously he have to basically strike every shot to just be in the match when Alexander has this look and he's just delivering shots and shots and shots. So we saw Purby Harinen is lost the first match. He's down by 8 pins to Lassi Alto from Finland on 9 and 10. I'm just going to do a quick look around. Matthias is leading in a match against Brent de Ruyter. He's on a 5-hole right now, so he's gonna be some pins ahead, at least 10, 15 pins ahead. And Mike Bergman is down by 9 against the guy. Yeah, let me see that. So Sidney Schrusk from Germany is leading by 9 pins over Mike Bergman. He's working on the strikes. If he strikes here, it's even, or Mike makes it even here. And if he strikes the next, he's going to be plus 10. So pretty good double there from Mike. And let's see what happens later on. And as I said, William is winning. Maxime is bowling pretty well too. He also won the first games against Ani, and he's on front 4. And wait, let me see here. I think just have to pop down and see who's on front 4 open. Yeah, Maxime is on front 4 open, and Ani is on open strike spare, or strike spare. So it looks like he's leading by quite a lot, Maxim, and it looks like he's playing pretty well. So now I left Alexander from Ukraine, and he got 15 strikes in a row, and now he got a spare. Pretty amazing performance from him. 15 strikes in a row and a 300 game here in the Masters. So pretty cool. And make sure to tune in on 15-16. We got a dead even match in the second game here. Triple, 9 spare, 9 spare. So pretty cool match, and let's see what happens from here. I'm gonna pop down to the Danish guy and make a quick look there, and I'll be back in a minute with some updates. So Matthias Angerel is ahead by 20 pins right now on lane 5 and 6. He lost the first match. So and Brent Gerard is on the open again. So I think Matthias is going to be 30 pins up right now. And looks like he got a pretty comfortable lead. I just spoke with one of the parents of Matthias, and he explained, now I didn't see much of the game down there, but he explained that they both got trouble in lane 5. There apparently is a really big hook spot in that lane. So Matthias' solution on that was to take some earlier balls, try to get a little more on the side of it, and get the ball to just check up and hit the pocket. So I think that pair is going to be pretty low scoring, even in the third game. And right now, I think Spur is a really good score on that. So make sure to tune in 15-16. We've got a hell of a match again here. Alexander Beck is on front 3 9-spread double, and Alexander, that had the 300 games before and was front 15, has triple 9-spread double, and now he got a 9. Most likely he's gonna spare it. It's pretty fun to watch this. Pretty high scoring match. We got the messenger here from Alexander Beck missing, so we're gonna have a dead even match again here. And let's see what happens. It's as I said, dead even match. It's about who's gonna execute those shots, and I personally think that Alexander has the better look. Alexander is bowling really well, the Norwegian guy. Obviously the other Alexander is bowling very well as well. He has a better look, he has better ball reaction, he got more space, and that's why I think he's gonna be the one that's gonna win this match. But let's see what happens.
Allez, champion, allez, jusqu'au bout, hein. Allez.
So on lane 13-14 we got Jonas Dahmen versus Oscar from Sweden, and Oscar is 169 in the 9th, and Jonas Dahmen can strike out for 176 points. So he just needs to hit 8 pins on 2 shots now. So I think it's pretty safe to say that Oscar is going to advance to the next round on lane 13-14, and obviously the match on 15-16. Make sure to tune in. That's by far the high scoring match of this Masters block. I think that both bowlers is doing very well. Jonas Dahmen just left really flat 10 pin with a 5 pin coming across the deck and then floating in as a messenger. Wow, Alexander in 15 is losing a little bit of reaction now, and we saw the weak 10 pin from him now. Got sharp off the corner, so maybe Alexander Beck has a chance now. Yeah. And there we see it, 13-14, Oscar advances next round, and he got the Swedish coach Johan Ekström behind him. He's also the coach for the men's team, and he's a really talented coach, did some good things with Team Sweden. And obviously he did a good job with the youth bowlers here too, along with the other Swedish coaches. I believe it's Peter Jung and Diana Alfredsson. That's the coaches. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think so. And obviously they did really good. They got both of the golds in both on the men's and women's sides in the singles, and got the gold in the team. I think they got silver in doubles. So pretty solid performance all week. They got silver all events, and got a lot of bowlers still in the Masters now, both on the women's and the men's side here. So a big chance for the Swedes to take home at least another medal here, and pretty good job from them. It must be the team with the most medals this week. So Lassi Aalto from Finland advances over Pyri Piharinen from Finland, and as I said, our Finnish guys is really good at match play. So we might have to look a bit out for Lassi Aalto. I haven't seen him bowl that much before, so I don't know if he's a really good match play bowler or what's going on. But obviously you have to look out for him if he beats Pyri. So that's a pretty good match. So we got 2-0 to Lassi over Pyri. We got Oscar over Jonas with 2-0. That's the 2 matches that's clear now. And we got Matthias in the first pair. They're going for the third. We got Gera versus Hugo, which is going to a third 1-2. And then we're gonna go Jay Goodwin versus William. It's 1-1-2. So let's see what happens here. I think Alexander Beck is gonna win the second game of this one. He's on a double. He can strike out 258, and So Alexander struck out here, and we're gonna have a 2-0 from Alexander. What a performance here! He's gonna go to 540 for 2 games, which is gonna be the high scorer of this week for 2, I believe. He had 300, 247. Pretty decent score for him. Alexander Beck still shoots 70 over and loses 2-0. That's not so common. We see that. A lot of other matches he would have won 2-0 with 470. So pretty cool match. It's over now, but pretty cool match. Let's see what happens in the other matches around. We got William Svensson against Jake Goodwin, and it looks like William has a pretty solid lead here. And
Je te prenne un sac. Tu veux, ouais, dépend de ce qui se passait, on faisait le job, on faisait ce qu'il voulait.
So on lane 17-18, William Svensson advances. As I said, against Jay Goodwin. He lost the first game, and I said I obviously think he's going to win. He's a really strong bowler, and he got it home. So William advances for tomorrow. There's one match on right now, and that's Matthias Angerdahl versus Brent de Ruyter. We're gonna see how it goes right now. Matthias got it open here, and Brent struck. So Matthias is struggling a little bit. He's still ahead of Brent de Ruyter, I think, but it's a pretty close match right now. So let's follow this and see where the match leads us. Pretty cool match. I'm gonna try to pop down to the lanes so I can see a little bit more. Matthias Angerdahl, he spared that 4-9 split there. Amazing spare from him, which sends him around 20 pins ahead if Brent spares now, and it will put him 10 ahead if Brent doubles. So Matthias still decides if he want to win this match himself. See what happens here. Brent strikes in the ninth frame. So we'll have to see what happens here. Matthias can still decide himself. He can strike out for 257, but can strike out for 247 here. So Matthias on approach, he looks like he's throwing a show off, and that definitely is a show off. Matthias strikes in the 9th. What an amazing performance! Let's see what happens here, and it's down to the 10th frame. What a match here, and let's see what happens. Brent obviously has to. Brent de Ruyter has to strike in the first. He actually has to double now when Matthias strike to just force him to get the first in the 10th here. He has to triple to force him to get the double. So Matthias basically have to match what Brent is doing in the 10th frame to win, and Brent is hoping that he gets a gift from Matthias here. Let's see what Brent does. Looks like it's a bit inside. Good shot from him. He strikes the first in the 10th, which means that Matthias will have to. He can still survive with spare strike here if Brent doesn't double. But let's see if Matthias gets the first in the 10th. And Matthias kicks the 4 out, and Matthias advances to the next round here. Looks like it. Matthias will go. No, he still get beat if Brent doubles now, and he gets a 9 spare or less. So let's see if Brent strikes now. But pretty amazing match that went to the 10th frame again. Let's see what Brent does. Brent gets the second in the 10th, which is forcing Matthias here to get the strike to win. If he gets 9 spare, Brent needs to strike to win. So let's see what Matthias does here. And that's a pretty cool match. Went to the 10th frame, and let's see if Matthias can close this one out. Good shot from Matthias again. Oh, he gets 8. Wow, and that means that Brent just have to get 9 to shut Matthias out now if he spares. So let's see what Brent does now. So Brent de Ruyter advances from that match on 5 and 6. Unfortunately, Matthias loses. In my opinion, I'm a Dane, so I was seeing him. But amazing performance from those two guys. Brent de Ruyter strikes him out. I thought.